And what are you going to show me your calves? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Apparently, it's Phobin time, or at least as chat would have it, because chat's being wild before we even start. But let's switch over and get right into it. How's everybody doing tonight? How many reviews you plan on doing tonight? We'll play it by ear, but probably not too many. I'm going to try and save them for Sunday. Sunday has become the de facto review day. Now, next week, I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on the right thing and I went too far. Next week will be a little bit more of a challenge because next week will be season rollover. And we'll probably have to do more reviews during the other parts of the weekend to ensure that we hit it. So, we'll see. But we'll definitely do a couple tonight. Probably a couple tomorrow. Well, maybe not a couple each night, but we'll do likely at least one. We'll say that. I'm trying to force as many as I can into this single stream to try and get this cadence set up. And then we'll play it by ear. Am I planning on streaming that new expansion, Tona? That's some deep cut jokes. If you want to know about that joke, hit up the Random Thoughts Discord. I don't know if maybe it's not deep cuts, but you just had some McDonald's? My condolences. That could be unfortunate. That could be unfortunate. You're watching while editing some videos? Sounds like my usual week. How was my week? No bueno. And next week's not looking much better either. It's not looking good. Real life stuff we're talking about. So, we persevere. We'll see. Quick aside, everybody, before we get into the actual content, I was accepted into the Phobies Content Affiliate Program, the content creator program, you might call it. Shout out to the Phobies team, and thank you for that. But the reason I'm telling you, everybody out there, dear viewer, dear listener, is to let everybody know that I do receive some compensation from the Phobies team as a result of being part of that program. Now, I loved Phobies before, and I still love Phobies now, and I expect I will still continue to love Phobies in the future. So look forward to more Phobies content coming from Random's Thoughts. So now, on with the show. You bought the Bad Omen bundle. It's pretty good so far, so I guess we might as... I appreciate that, Scrungle. I appreciate that. There's that... I think... that hair. Speaking of hairs, chat, so before we get into the Bad Omen bundle, which we will talk about, funny real-life story. So last night, I'm sitting in bed, I have my tablet, and I'm watching the football game. And I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting for my wife to come in. The light is on. So I'm sitting there, and I see this thing, like, drop down right in front of me, and I'm like, oh, it must be fuzz or whatever. And I go to swipe at it, and then it does this. And I'm like, whoa! That is a big-ass spider that drops straight down from the ceiling, like, this far from my nose. Because it was close enough that I literally could not focus on it because it was fuzzy. It was so close to my face. And then I was like, what? When I saw it do this, and I backed up, and I'm like, whoa! So, the first thing that goes through my head after, like, get the goddamn spider out of my face. Yeah, Moffat coming to say hello. First thing that comes to mind is, I don't know if anybody raided Ice Crown Citadel in WoW. Now, you all know my feeling on Blizzard, but there's a part of Ice Crown Citadel, spoilers here, at least I'm pretty... Was it Ice Crown Citadel? I'm pretty sure it's Ice Crown Citadel and not Nax from Moss. Maybe it's there? I don't really remember. But basically, there's a scene where the Crypt Fiends, which are undead spiders, like they're the Spider Kingdom, the Nerubians, they get raised via necromancy by the Lich King. Literally, like, you walk into a room, and then the doors slam behind you, and then a whole bunch of Crypt Fiends descend from the ceiling like spiders. And it was really cool. It's not as cool when it's like a literal spider trying to land on my face. Like this is Home Alone or some shit. Like, this isn't Home Alone 1 with the tarantula. Well, the tarantula doesn't weave webs? That's not... Weave webs. That's my funny story for the evening. So that isn't the reason my week is not going well or hasn't gone well. It was just a funny thing because I'm like, I'm about to fall asleep. You can do both, Atona. You can do both. I mean, life is complicated like that. You'd always find a new team. I mean, the way the modern NFL works is they tend to cultivate followings for players rather than teams anymore. Like, yes, they have the whole hashtag team saying thing. But at the same time, it's like, I like this player, so I follow them. Not necessarily because there's a lot more trading or anything, but they've just built up the superstars to be larger than life. I feel more so than they did before. Like, it always felt like you like it. When I was a kid, it was you like your superstars on your team, and like you acknowledge the superstars from the other teams, but it's more your team, and therefore even mediocre players on your team are superstars. Now it's like they find somebody on each team to be the name or the names, and then they elevate them, and it's like them and the team, not the team which comprises them, if that makes sense. It's weird. My dog's sweatshirt came in today. It's so cute on him. What kind of dog do you have, Taco? Did we talk about this before? For anybody watching this on YouTube, we're just chilling out tonight. We're having some fun because this has been a hellish week. Lippy wants you to async. I was doing async games as I was waiting for the countdown to finish because I did buy one of the bundles. We're almost there. We'll talk about the bundles. I did buy the, not the double horrific, whatever the other one was, that I think it was a single horrific, but it comes with like a week boost, a week's worth of boost, not like a week as in not strong boost. I don't know. But it, that's why I've been like heavily pushing my asyncs to make sure that I'm taking as much advantage as I can. I actually got my first double jack opening earlier today. Still haven't gotten the portraits yet. I don't know how rare they are, but French Bulldog. Okay, I think you mentioned that before, Taco. That's pretty cool. I've never had a dog that liked or could even possibly stand that sort of stuff. Not that I'm a big person to put it on there, but like, I've been around people that have tried. I don't think dogs like clothing, especially shoes. Dogs absolutely hate shoes. Well, I take that back. There's always videos of people with their dogs who are happily prancing around in their boots and stuff like that. Because, like, my dog hates being wet. She hates boots and having her paws wrapped. Because, you know, like, sometimes if she hurt her paw, she says that's happened before. You have to put the cone on her. We have to wrap it up. And she hates it. But she hates being wet, possibly even more. I'm not sure whether she hates the coat, like a raincoat, or her wet fur more. I'm not sure. Spider's gonna come back after planning its revenge. I mean, when it grows, yeah. 155k XP? That's nothing, Scrungle. That's nothing. They're only from the Diamond Jack. Is that confirmed? That they're only from the Diamond Jack? I did hit 2 diamonds today. I don't know what the odds are. I don't know if anybody's figured that out. Got a random Diamond Jack on my first Jack yesterday and got a Ted portrait. Nice. People are saying so? Okay. I mean, until somebody can confirm that they got it out of a regular Jack. Honestly, I could possibly unlock the portrait and straight up not even realize it because I click through the Jacks when I'm doing other stuff. I'm glad they added this, that they're new on here. Nope, they're still locked. It says in daily Jacks, so you would think they could happen in regular Jacks, but I guess technically they can, because the regular Jacks can upgrade to Diamond Jacks, can't they? Yeah, it can definitely happen. When I'm going through, I absolutely do not pay attention to this. I 100% just click through it. And I'm often editing a video, I'm doing other work, I'm watching a stream, you know, whatever. I'm just clicking things. I don't care. You can even get coffee from Jack's. It's very rare. I feel like it's not that rare. I feel like I get it once or twice a week. I could be wrong. Like, maybe I'm just remembering those times, but I absolutely have noted that. Like, oh, hey, I got coffee. I say Diamond Jacks in plural. I've only had one that isn't the usual Diamond Jack. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be rare, right? So, Chad, aside from Jacks, I expected this was going to come up. We talked about this a little bit last week. I'm debating pulling this segment, because this will probably be pretty long, for like a separate video. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still debating it. We'll see how it goes. But there are 2 bundles here available in my store. There were 3 earlier today, but I legit forgot to do one. The other one was for 4,500 coffee, which, to give you context, it's the tsunami of coffee. It was half off. It was half off. $100 for me? I mean, I thought it was $100 in local, or the USD equivalent for local currency wherever, but I don't know, Eric. Yeah, it's $100 for me, and we'll get to that, believe me, because that's the whole spawn of this. But I missed one of the offers. I was actually considering doing this one, and again, I'm a content affiliate. They give me stuff, namely coffee, and also the hoodie for Fright Night, but that hasn't happened yet. Somebody asked me about that today. It hasn't shown up yet. I didn't expect it to, but just throwing it out there. So they give me stuff, you know, full disclosure, but I was going to buy this. I was going to buy this because I thought it was a good deal. I don't know if I want to do this. I feel like this is a worse deal. I'm not sure. I assume it's comparable. Like, it's got to be close. Because this number is too weird. 3112 on coffee. Like, that's just such a weird number. Unless there's some significance that chat can point out to me that, like, I don't know about. Yeah, the deal itself is fine. I think it's just, since it showed up to me, like, side by side with the 4500 coffee, the 4500 coffee seems better. But at the end of the day, I think this is still pretty good. This is going to, I clicked on it, so it's going to bring up Steam. I don't want to buy it right now. Yes, cancel the transaction. I don't think I'm going to get this one. Oh, geez, Scrungle. That's rough. So, we'll get to the rough one. Believe me, chat. We're going to be spending a bunch of time on that, because I think it's worth talking about. So, I don't think I'm going to get this one. I do love... First of all, I want to say that I really do appreciate that the Phobies team is doing this, but I think these need to show up with way more regularity. And I'm curious, because there's multiple ways to interpret this. They could just be running the event. It's like, hey, we have this thing going on. Here's a sale. 2, they could be doing market research to say, hey, will we get way more people? And of course, you'll get more people, but like, could you entice people on a more regular basis to spend in $25 increments instead of $50 increments? Because at the end of the day, even if, like, I could buy the $100 Black Omen bundle and be fine. I could do it. I don't want to because of the price. And again, we'll get back to the Bad Omen bundle. But I have to wonder, are they doing this as like market research to say, hey, can we entice people to spend more frequently, or just in general in these smaller increments, which I would imagine, yes, you could, which is going to be a point that comes back up in a minute. But the problem is if they had a regular cadence for this, I think people would just not buy the other stuff. Like, there would be people who would impulse buy, but most people would be like, well, I'll just wait until the 3rd weekend of the month when they run the sale, and that's when I'll buy stuff. And that's why I don't think they'll do it, which kind of sucks. I hope there's another cheap offer like the $1 offer. I agree on and this kind of segues into the next piece. I think the big enough pack should be at least $20. I say pack, I mean deal. You're saying the Bad Omen thing should be at most $20, or are you saying it has to start at $20? I have $15 saved up for the game, and I'm just waiting for a good deal for that price. That's fair, Bozo, and I think they need more stuff at different price points. Guy said, yeah, if we made a deal for $100, wouldn't be that funny. You get the daily double for a month worth on which bundle? On this bundle? Or you're talking about the Month of Bad Luck bundle? So this doesn't show me exactly... I guess it kind of does. Yes, cancel. I was hoping if I clicked on it, it would show me. There's actually an information thing here, but the information here pulls up the browser where it tells you what the horrific packs are worth and what the odds are. It does not tell you anything about the bundle, which the Omen, the sound's cutting out because it popped up the browser. So, on this one, my initial impression is no, not buying it. I'm sorry. Look, I am fine putting in money into Phobies, probably even this amount. And I wouldn't even necessarily have a problem with putting in $100 here. And I think it was DT ran the math offline, and that you're quote unquote getting the Bad Omen for free. So you get 4,500 coffee, we'll say, rounding up. So that's about $50. It's a little short of that. Why they couldn't just make it that much, it feels like, why are we nickel and diming people on this? It feels weird. Now, the 30-day bundle corresponds to one of the subscriptions, I don't know how much that is worth, like how much that costs. Let me see what, let me check my Discord. Which if you're listening to this, check out the Random Thoughts Discord. It's in the description of the video. So, the boost double from offers the sub is if you get them from coffee. So if you, I think what DT is saying is that you get like $100 worth of coffee if you make use of the boost. Bought a smart trainer for cycling and joined a coaching program for 1-year membership. The trainer was $400 and registration was $190. Why would I ever buy something fake for $99? But the enjoyment is real, Doc. The enjoyment is real. And what are you going to show me your calves? Like, what do you have to show for that cycling membership? Good health? What's that worth? Man, I've already put $100 in a phone. Yeah, everybody has their own limit. And to me, that's kind of where it's at of like, okay, I'm willing to put in a certain amount, maybe even an ongoing amount, like I've considered the subscription. But $100 outlay is a lot. So the kittens tend to cuddle together in a way where they make this donut. One kitten is one half and the other's... That's pretty funny, Scrungle. That's cute. That's very cute. Should I make a pets channel in Discord chat? Real talk. Should I make a pets channel for people to post pet pictures? I think that would be fun. I love deals like this, but also feels bad for them to be like, want a deal, $100, come on, Hearthstone does this, $80 to get the whole mini set, no option. That's exactly it, Luffy. That's exactly it. So the bottom line is for $100, I feel like you need way more guarantees. Just checks, you do get daily double for coffee bonus tiers and Jacks. You get 30-day XP boost also from a month of bet. Yeah, exactly. So to me, if you have to lay out 100 bills, you need to have a lot of guarantees aside from the ultra rare. Now, here's the thing. This is going to become a weird allegory, chat. Magic the Gathering recently announced for their 30th anniversary that they are going to release a set where they're reprinting the Power 9, which if you're not familiar, it's the Black Lotus, the Moxes, I'm confident you've heard of this, the dual lands, a whole bunch of things that are on the reserve list. The reserve list says, we're never going to print these again, so what's the catch? They're changing the card back so that it's not the Magic the Gathering back, they're not tournament legal. Okay, so you're buying first-party expensive proxies. Here's the thing, and it'll come back to Phobies, you'll get it. You're spending for 4 packs of this set, so not even guaranteed getting these things. You're buying 4 packs. Starting to see the similarities here? Here's where they kind of diverge. It's $999 for 4 packs. That is, like, for Phobies, that's a great comparison. Phobies looks fantastic. It's only, like, 1/10 of the cost. But the thing is that I think that this bundle is not targeted at any of us. Any of us. Probably anybody watching my stream. I don't know. If you're out there and you happen to be Captain Moneybags, if you're Scrooge McDuck in it and you're just like, bang, I'm buying that $100 bundle, let me know. Or maybe don't let us know. I don't want to, like, you don't have to out yourself. It's fine. But I don't think that there's no way people are paying $1,000 for a randomized proxy. 100% there are. They'll sell out of this set. But that's a different story. If you could choose an ultra rare for the $100 deal, I don't think I would do it even then. Even if it was, say, stress unlocks. I don't think I would do it because I just don't want to outlay that much money. I think they should have choose your own ultra rare for like $30. Now, there's an argument that makes the game, like, if you make this bundle prohibitively expensive, it's obviously, like, $100 is different from $1,000. And that's exactly it, Doc. Like, the target audience for this is probably the person who's trying to hit, you know, stress level 150 first, and they want to show off this cool phobia before anybody, like, you literally cannot get it from anything but this. It's not possible. They said so. Unless there's a bug. So, it's targeted at people that have the money to burn and are willing to have that time-limited gating of prestige. That is not me, because I do not care. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Bad Omen is actually going to be an amazing phobia. So, this is somewhat problematic. But this goes back to the other argument that I was saying a moment ago, that it's arguably more pay to win if you decrease the price of this. Because then the people who are 100% free to play, either because they can't put money in or they don't want to put money in, end up in this weird position of, well, everybody, like a good portion of people, say this was $20. There's a lot of people that would go, it's 20 bucks and I get the thing I want right now. 100% doing that. I would probably do it. I'd probably do it at 30 bucks. 40 would be pushing it. 50, I'd probably say no. Now, if you meet Bad Omen in the game, you know they're pay to win. I mean, yeah, for a little bit. For a little bit. It's almost literally pay to win. Like, imagine if Beauty was 20 bucks and you couldn't get it literally every game you'd fight a Beauty. That's exactly it, Luffy, is that at $100, I think there's a lot of people, and I'm in the US, so I'm speaking from a US perspective. I don't know how these prices are showing up in other countries, but for $100, like, and to me, like I said, at like 50 bucks, that's well beyond impulse buy where I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing that 100%. So it's not like I'm, getting fast food and it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm driving past, I'll get that. Or I'm at the supermarket, it's like, you know what? Do I really want X? I'll do that. This is not aimed at us. That's why I brought in the Magic comparison, because people are justifiably losing their minds over what Magic is doing. Because it's the most egregious, in-your-face, like, this is not for you in a very, very long time, if ever. But now, Phobies has a similar thing, but again, orders of magnitude apart and, well, literally orders of magnitude apart, and degrees of separation that this is not for us. Certainly not me. I'm not comfortable doing this. And I like Phobies. I will admit I considered it because I'm like, I do really want this. It would probably be good for the stream for me to shell out $100 and do it. But I don't. No. No. But yeah, if you either pay money to get it early or pay money to get it later, hypothetically, you could get it. Yeah, exactly, Doge. Like, you could get it from other packs once it rolls into the packs, which I can only assume that it is not going, like, this will probably, if I had to guess, this would continue through the month of October. Like, the first season start in November, that's when Bad Omen would go in at the earliest, I think. And don't get me wrong, I've spent a lot of money on DLC content in games over the years, whether it's map packs, occasionally some skins, other stuff. But the way I typically do this is I have a budget where I'm like, look, I would buy a full video game for 60, 70, 80 bucks, because again, I mentioned before, I think prices should be higher because devs deserve to get paid. And that's roughly where I am with free-to-play games. I'll put in the 60, 70, 80 bucks. Now, with card games or collectible games like Phobies, obviously that number can kind of grow and balloon, but it always, the sticker shock of this immediately puts you off. If they wanted to sell this to Joe Phobie, the average Phobie player, make it $15 or $20, but the problem is, I guess there's that concern, what if everybody has this Phobie? And to be honest, who cares? In my opinion, let everybody have it. It's going to cost a lot of money to hunt for it in packs later, just saying. It's absolutely going to cost you more money if you're buying packs to get it later on. I think you probably will spend more money if you do not get this. And again, content affiliate. I'm not trying to, like, do their marketing for them in this case. And I haven't done the math, but I fully expect that you will spend way more money buying packs to try and get Bad Omen, unless you're very lucky, than you would if you just shelled out the $100 here. Truthfully. I agree with you, DT. I think that's absolutely true. It only costs a lot of money in the future if you haven't given up on collecting all the Phobies. I mean, yeah. At least Hearthstone keeps their deals around until the next content update. Do they? Like, I thought the one where you can buy the whole set goes away like a week or two after release. Or it's a pre-order thing. Oh, they do now. Okay. So I'm not misremembering. They used to do it that way. I mean, however Phobies wants to do it, they have somebody who's way better at crunching accounting numbers than I am, and this is what works. They are clearly targeting a specific subset of the Phobie player base with this. And maybe it is even efficient, like I said, in order to just buy this, but I don't think that I'm not willing to do it right now. Maybe I'll change my mind Still have 26 days. Oh, this is actually 26 days, too. I wonder why the other deals were only, like, 2 days. That's weird. I don't know. For this, I want to go back to Lippy's Double Dreadful deal. You get this when you start the game. That's $20 for your first two Ultra. I think that would be great. They should make deals you can buy with tiers or coffee. They should, as a catch-up mechanic, I think for the 1-year anniversary, if they don't introduce it, or by the 1-year anniversary, if they don't, and we've talked about this a lot, if they don't introduce ways for new players to catch up collection-wise, it's going to be a serious issue. Like, there are going to be people who are like stress level 100 hanging out in heebie-jeebies. Whether they're doing it intentionally or they're just not very good. And they're just gonna crap on people. I don't think it's worth it. If it was a phobia that would be problematic and really hard to counter, then maybe people are able to buy it. You consider a Bad Omen as just good and not really going to win you a game or something. It's going to cause problems for your ultimate. I don't know, Urk. Bad Omen seems really good. Like, it feels like it's going to be a terror in the early game. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Obviously, because I don't have it. It's just weird that they aren't all event deals. Like, so, for example, I understand the Bad Omen thing, right? But this one, why is this one... Like, why wouldn't this one stick around with the 4,500 coffee one? They're both the same price. Like, let the players choose which one they want. You know what I mean? It seems weird. Because somebody who doesn't want, like, these packs, they want Dreadfuls. They just absolutely want Dreadfuls. Will probably... I mean, you could get a Dreadful out of this, but you probably want the other one? I don't know. I haven't, like I said earlier, I haven't crunched the math on this. It might be better. Like, they're probably about even. Old players need a way to catch up, does not. Well, yes, Doc, true. When's Phobie going to have a birthday? Well, it came out in March. So we have a few months before, well, yeah, we'll say a few months before the official first birthday for Phobies, like, release. And I have to imagine, because we've talked about this before, in relation to this update, we got full disclosure in June. We got this in September. Hypothetically, we could get one in December. But if it... I think it was like late June, late September, then late December sounds like a bad idea. And I've talked about that before, just from a tech perspective. You're going to push a major release, possibly with bugs, and then ask people to come in over the holidays? Even if it's not your team, you know, like, your support team for other stuff, like, it was actual tech stuff, not the coding with the game, but, like, the back-end servers, and there was a problem and it blew up. Now you have to probably pay extra to get your support team who may not be internal, like, you may be going through AWS or something, and depending on your contract, you may have to pay extra to have those people come back in. So what is the cat on the screen? You haven't heard... Oh, you weren't there, Luffy, for Bad Omen? But point is that if they wanted to do another update at the end of this year, the timing's going to get wonky in order to make it on this 3 to 4 month cycle to hit Phobie's 1-year anniversary, which feels more important. It feels more important, but I could be wrong. So Bad Omen's a new 2-drop that it has an AoE power down. Has an AoE power down for 250. It's actually, like, I think it's going to be really good. It has slightly anemic damage output, but it's pretty good. Bad Omen feels great, but not game-changing, excluding the rest of the offer. Paying money for one specific phobia in general seems more aimed at pay-to-win players. Yes and no. I mean, card games and collectible games like Phobies in general are going to be pay-to-win no matter what. But it's really pay to hit a plateau, because if you're on equal footing, roughly, with your opponent, absolutely skill matters. Now, in Phobies, it's more egregious, it feels like, because you could have... Even a single level difference could absolutely put you under. So it's an AoE woolly bully. For a little... Like, it does less power down, but yeah, stock. And it's AoE centered on the target, not on you. So it's not like Blondie where it does it around you. It's like you pick a thing that's in melee, and then everything around that. Yeah, it's one range. I have the... Hold on. There you go. I forgot I still had it. That's Bad Omen. But yeah, I think Bad Omen's going to be pretty good. I think Bad Omen's going to be pretty good. Is it going to be oppressive? I don't know. That's hard to say. If I don't see some more free stuff from Phobies Anniversary, I'll be disappointed, because at that point we need some sort of free stuff for the casual, some of all fears people who just play for fun. Yeah, I agree, Scrungle. Yeah, it's a really good Phobie. So here's the thing. I 100% agree with chat, and I repeat this on almost every stream. Like, people are probably sick of it. YouTube, let me know down in the comments if you're sick of hearing this, but I'm telling you, I'm right. Phobies feels very punishing from an economy perspective. It requires a lot of time investment, and it potentially requires a lot of financial investment. Yeah, we went through the list. 250 power down actually turns off, like straight up reduces to 0 a lot of Phobies at level 1, including things that are higher on the food chain. All right, chat, we're back. So, where were we? Talking about bundles. I lost my entire train of thought from earlier, but I think Bad Omen's good. That's weird, but I think Bad Omen is a strong Phobie. Right now, I don't plan on getting this, but we'll see. I don't know. I wish the Phobies team would do more to... I mentioned this offline. This is the example. How many of these would they sell if this thing was 15 bucks for the Phobie and, like, a terrifying pack? Like, seriously. How many people would buy this? And maybe they make... Because here's the weird thing with this stuff. Again, this ties back to the more expensive Magic stuff. They may make more money by selling only a handful to the whales than they are a ton. Like, it depends on how the math works out. Like, what did they think they were going to sell? Now, personally, I find that difficult to believe, but maybe it's possible that there's enough people whaling this game that they would just drop $100 and they would just get it right off the bat. Comparatively, again, maybe they're trying to dodge the pay-to-win accusation, because if this was 15 bucks, way more people would have it, and that would probably oppress the true free-to-play players even more than this does. Now, keep in mind, I assume they're just giving you a level 1 Bad Omen, and you're not necessarily getting any upgrades, so... I don't know. I would prefer if they made more $25 bundles. I think something in the $15 to $25 range, obviously translation to whatever your currency is probably more reasonable, where it's just, that's, okay, yeah, I like this game, I'll put in some money. Don't get me wrong, I would love if it was cheaper, but let's be real, that's not going to happen. If that was an option, definitely go with the cheaper option. But in the $15 to $25 range, I think it's reasonable to say, hey, here's this cool bundle. If you want it, get it. At $100, it just feels like, okay, we've passed some sort of Rubicon. We're just not in the, well, I'm going to snap by this territory anymore. You get one upgrade card. That feels insulting. Like, what? Only 100 haven't paid for a level 2 Omen. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like, level 1 Omen might be fine, but probably not for very long. I mean, that's the other thing, that if this... So, you literally cannot get... Well, I take that back. So, you might be able to get upgrades. I don't know if they clarified that. Say you buy this. Can you get Bad Omen out of packs and jacks? I assume you could, because then it's just a Phobie in your collection. But we don't know. After we buy the Bad Omen offer, can we get the upgrade cards from jacks and packs? So that's exactly it, yeah. If you can't, that sucks. And you know what's funny is, like, I don't know how many people will even ask, because you know what? It's entirely possible that even if you buy it, you could just get unlucky and never get it. It's an ultra rare. Hot take, you need to buy this deal so you have the best chance of getting beauty as your ultra rare. What? How do those two things correlate? I don't know. I think, let's put it this way. I'm very curious how they're going to interpret the data from this sale. Because one thing that could happen is they go, well, this didn't sell very well, so we shouldn't bother doing these buy a single phobie things ever again. It's not worth it. No one will do it. Or they could say, this didn't sell very well, so we'll lower the price on the next one. Or it could sell bonkers, and then we're going to see a $200 bundle next time. You know, like, there are lots of ways this could go, and they're the only ones that are going to know the real data. So this one is, as we saw loading in, a loss. So shout out to Kuro for sending in a loss. It's always tough to do that. Get your name and lights, but then somebody beat you up for it. And in this case, the notes are, if only my poor heart could take one more damage. So this ought to be a very close game here on Rush Hour, which is a map that I don't know. I'm still not sure about. So this is the danger of trying to, and the advantage of the early game snowball. Wow, we see a boomer. Rush Hour kind of garbage, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it's trash tier. But I don't think it's very good. I'm not a huge fan of this map. I'm very curious. I actually only have gotten 2 games. 1 game each on the new maps, and they're still active. Like, I queued into them literally earlier today. We get an early Blastomatic. The DTs of the world will rejoice. So, we get an Erratic as the answer? Really? I mean, it's a level 19. Oh, it is. Oh, God. So what are we going up against? This is level 9. This literally has 10 levels on this Erratic. 4,400 HP. Yeah, I saw somebody say that Rotmaw here, bad guy, is wailing it. But oh baby, that is not a joke. That is not a joke. Like, that's rough. So what do we do here? I don't know what our hero, like, I'm very curious how they're going to end up with only 1 HP on their heart. Or had 1 more HP, because the game must have been super close. Like, I mean, maybe not the sheep. And the boomer, I mean, the boomer's an arbitrary 1-drop, so it's fine. How do you even kill that? I'm guessing they don't. Unless bad guy makes a super egregious error, I just think you straight up don't kill it. Why Hematic over Klepto? Hematic has more single target damage. I mean, I think, like we talked about this before, it does more damage and it's tankier. It might do more regular damage, or rather the same base damage, but more bees definitely does more damage. And your opponent does have the opportunity to... Klepto is underrated? Is it? Were constantly calling for Klepto to get nerfed, like, well, I guess it's several months ago. Same base damage, more AoE damage. That's what it was. But it also, if I recall correctly, has way more HP. Hematic, I feel like Hematic Jin Sting, compared to Klepto, is the one that's underrated. Now, I could be getting influenced by the fact that there were months of people losing their shit over Klepto. Like, people lost their minds over Klepto. This is very interesting. I guess just to get this in position. The Dozer is cute. I mean, Dozer is always cute. Level 9 Dozer. But what's funny is this has 4.4 This has 3.3. How many times are you going to see a Blastomatic with more HP than a Dozer? I almost never see people use Klepto? Really? I don't see it nearly as often as I used to, but I see it at least 5 times as much as I see Hematic Ginsting. Now, granted, I think Klepto's an uncommon and Hematic Ginsting's rare, so... What do we got here? How is our hero getting out of this? Turn 13 of 21, so like 4,400 health left. Like, there has to be a base race at some point here, right? Okay, so this is cool. The vomit from Dozer actually matters here, chat. Vomit from Dozer actually matters. Because it's pinning this sheep in place. The hero doesn't get out of this is what happens? Well, we know that, but like... I probably said how do they get out of this, but... It's just weird that... Wow, they are chipping this down, I guess. Chipping it down. Speaking of Klepto. But they make the game close, so either they were about to wipe out all their phobies and needed one more turn, or they cap all the panic points and are holding it for a while, which I doubt. Based on the description, I have to assume that the panic points stay bad guy. Alright, so Chuck is the... Oh, God. Chat, I'm afraid to look at this. I'm afraid to look at this. This is a level 19 Chuck. Avert your eyes. Why is the Edgar Allan portrait the only one that looks exactly like his card? I'd have to see it side by side. I mean, it's an interesting art take of the way they do the portraits. I kind of like that they look different for the most part. Wait, what? I'm trying to read what Taco was saying about Jeeves. So, obviously, Hero is on the ropes here. 1,800 health on the heart. Highest card is a level 10 Hevo. Yeah, this is scary. This is scary. Just one show. What level is this? Level 20 Inoculus. Oh my god. Look at this laser when it hits. This laser is going to be brutal. 5 keys left for our hero. Probably verging on no health left. 705. I'm gonna go with a lot, salesman. I'm gonna go with a lot of doll hairs put down. This is a good play. DT's gonna love the honey bear play here. You love to see it. This boom probably does almost as much damage as base kaboom, yeah. This is pretty, like, our hero here is almost stabilizing. Problem is, I think, like, Erratic just dies here, but they probably just kill this, take the panic point, and it's game. Oh, there's a couple more turns, so maybe not yet. Oh, the Inoculus died. I almost expected it to tank the lava, truthfully, because it's level 80 bajillion. So yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting. Klepto goes down. They don't send in the jar to recap the point. They're keeping the 2-1. What's funny is you're hitting this thing for almost 900 damage a clip, and it's not even really putting a dent in it. I mean, I guess it did, but like, this is an enormous amount of damage. Gotta recap this point. You don't have a choice. I was going to say barely take down the cassowary, but it seemed okay. You know, our hero is not in a horrendous... Well, it's like 12. Yeah, so this would die. You'd probably kill this. We'll have to see what this is the last turn.
Defabulator.
So, let's say they had one more turn. This probably dies, because I think Jar and this... But then this and this kill the Blasto. This swings through to cap this point. This probably lives. Or, like, you might be able to get on Chuck, but I don't know if you can... Like, I doubt you can kill it. You might be able to run down the Jar. It looked like our hero was starting to come back, honestly. It looked like our hero was starting to come back, truthfully. But that is just an enormous level disadvantage. Like, how bad was that? Wow. Look at that. That's a big level disadvantage. So, shout out to Kuro for putting up a good fight there, because that was pretty good. It was very patient. It was very patient, because you took what you had to do, and it almost got there. Needed that one more turn. That one more turn. Gave that guy a run for his money? Absolutely. Absolutely. That was way closer than it probably had any right to be. You'd absolutely can beat levels. It's just, it's hard. Literally gave the guy for a run for his money. True story. True story. We talked about this before, Onda. I'm pretty, according to the internet, it's gotta be true if it's on the internet, right? All spiders, everything in the spider family except for 2 are venomous. And those 2, I believe, are not technically spiders. Like, they're part of the spider family, but, like, I don't know how to describe it biologically. I'm not a biologist. I'm not an arachnidologist. Wolf spiders are absolutely venomous, and they are fast. I mean, all spiders really are fast, right? Got 8 legs, they gotta be fast. Maybe they're not running a marathon, but they're absolutely... do you like getting... I mean, it's a little weird when people call me Sir Krayos, honestly. I don't... Like, whatever people want to call me is fine. Like, that's fine. It feels a little weird, because I don't... How do I put it? I want to say something like, I don't think of myself that way, but, like, that doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I don't know how quite to describe it, but it sounds a little weird in my head, where it sounds more official and more, like, distinguished than I justify, but, like I said, whatever people want to call me. I think this is safe here, because this can only walk up, the others can't reach. Usually the smaller spiders are poisonous. Also, it's venomous, not poisonous. Venomous means something poisonous if it bites you. Yes, venomous means it injects the poison, like a spider or a snake, as opposed to, like, a poison dart frog, where it's poisonous because it, like, secretes the poison. Oh, that's completely fine, Onda, and believe me, I do it in real life all the time. I refer to people as Sir all the time. Even friends of mine, you know, like, in those cases, usually joking, but, like I said, I don't mind it. I understood, or at least I kind of assumed, maybe I shouldn't have, but, like, I assumed that's where it was coming from. It's fine. Yeah, exactly, Scrungle. That's what I figured it was. I don't know if this is worth it. If we do this, we're gonna do this. I don't know that it's worth it, but I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here, truthfully. Hold on. I mean, that's fair, Onda. I tend to go with the same train of thought. even if they're not necessarily older than me, but just as a sign of respect, it's like, I don't know you personally enough to refer to you so casually, kind of thing. Now, when it's chat like this, I mean, the intent of the atmosphere here is supposed to be like, we're all just hanging out, so. One of the kittens are, wait, what? One of the kittens are sleeping belly up next to me and all cute and stuff. That's what they do. When someone calls me sir, I feel like a boomer. you get there. You get there. We're all gonna get there one day. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing on this map. I'm just kind of winging it. Three. You still have 5 keys. This is less than ideal. So we might be able to threaten their snowball if they come after the Bachelor. I was thinking about they could kill the cassowary here, but they should not be able to. Yeah, we probably can't threaten this. It might have been better just to leave it like here. This probably would have been the better sequencing the first time around. So that I left the Contortio here, because this would have been capped the whole time. And I was thinking about that earlier, and then I don't know why I elected not to do it. We're gonna go Klepto. I don't know if this is actually what we want to do here. I don't even know that this fireball here was worth it. Getting called sir a decent amount now that you're an adult as of recently. Well, congratulations to the rest of your life. Do I have a chance to try Zamboni? Not really yet. Do I have Spud? Yes. I don't remember what level my Spud is. It's a level 8. It might be good on this map. I could absolutely see it because there's obviously... I mean... There aren't too many maps where Spud is, or any lobbers are bad, right? What do you want to do here is Red Speedola for no reason and throw. Absolutely. Sir is by far not the worst thing I've been called. Congratulations, you passed the fun part of life, true. That's a Mr. Tramples, and I feel like that could be really good on this map. Oh my god, Mr. Tramples actually seems kind of bonkers on this map. What do we do here? I'm not a huge fan of what's happening right now. Not gonna lie. So Fireball hit Tramples. Jar. Should not kill it because it's 6, 11. Should be like 16 or 17 depending on the level of their stuff. You won your first game on this map? Set the clock back. If only we could control time. This might be dead here. But they have to go here, which means I'm gonna lob them to death. So they're gonna try and find a way to punish me for lobbing. Which I don't think they can. The You haven't got your first win on this map. This is only game like 1 1/3, because the other one's still going, like I said earlier. I queued up into it in async. There's the jar. So that's unfortunate. I guess I should have assumed that was going to happen. Mr. Tramples means a dead klepto. I can hear the puppy barking at something. He's not happy about something. So we do this, and then we walk away. We end up here. They don't have the... We needed to kill this, because this and this are going to kill this, and this walks up and punches this, but then they can't... I haven't played on this map either, the new one, just get Pluto every time. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that we did Kuro's game, and then we queued up against him. It's kind of funny. It happens sometimes. Alright, so this is going to be live again next turn. Which means Klepto is not long for this world. I kind of just panic-picked Ginsting. I don't think that's really what we want. I don't think they're low enough to just arbitrarily go, yep, we're going to go stand on the stem and beat up their heart. You can hear the puppy moving around. So we can pull this back in, like, Clinico. I'm not super enthusiastic about that, but I mean... So if we go here, this can't leap off the stem onto something. So I think we want a 1 key. But do we go Clinico? That might be extreme. Clinico feels extreme right now. Maybe this should be here. 1, 2. They can't walk up and hit it. So that keeps you in range of everything. Like, this walks up, this hits twice, this can swing around. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I don't think you want to do that. I don't use Snowball there often. It's pretty rare when it's necessary. Honestly, I do feel like Snowball is a little weird on Pluto. Maybe I'm wrong, and, you know, I should be using it more, but it does feel like it's not a spectacular Pluto map. It's not uncommon that I use it, because it does come up where, hey, I just want some damage, and I need it right now. Like, it flies up, it shish kebabs something, and then that's all I care about. Is this worth it? A 2-key can come out and kill this. Literally any 2-key. We're doing it, chat, just because I want to. On this episode of Can You Just Throw Already? Your dog's sweatshirt is super soft. Is your dog tolerating it? Like, your dog likes it? That's pretty cool. Yep, get a little daisy action going, chat. Get a little daisy action. I don't know if it's actually good here. It's a level 4 daisy. It's probably not the option I should have gone with, truthfully. Okay, so a 1 key kills it also, but that's fine, I guess. Tickles? Speaking of adorable. Wolf spiders, cute animals, and I live in your walls. I don't know about the last one. Where did that come up? You don't see corn there every game? Wait, what? You can imagine someone filling out the center of Pluto with traps. Yeah, corn shows up like every game there. I don't know if this heart rush is a good idea. Honestly, it's probably not. But we're going with it, because we are pot committed at this stage. Looking good. Is it, though? Just slap a fat klepto on that stem, but we got bees! We got some thick bees! I thought they might do this. But yeah, they don't quite have the damage. The Luffy way, it's true. Is Luffy still in chat, or did we bore him? You know what's funny is because of this lineup here, they can't sprint through. 16, 26. Oh, they're dead this turn. They're dead this turn. Go bees action, and then a little bone throwing action. Chat, Daisy is 1-0. Daisy is 1-0, chat. No! Retiring at the top of the charts as the champion. Daisy, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentle phobies. Daisy. Got him. GG. Oh, is that you, Kuros? I didn't realize that. GG. I completely forgot why I need to kill that snowball that turn. Which turn was it? Honestly, like, I'm sure I had it exposed. I didn't know which turn you were talking about. I'm sorry. You wanted to get tramps on... Oh, that turn. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about then. But GG, we actually just were talking about the game you submitted. Like, it literally reviewed it, and then we queued into you, which is kind of funny. It was very serendipitous. But yeah, you put up a really good fight on that game against Rotmaw. I didn't realize how like, how many levels they had, because that was redonkulous. I don't know what to do on that map as first. So, I mean, we can look at it. Like, we'll use the game as an example. I've mentioned this before. I don't like looking at my own games when I win. I mean, I do, but, like, I don't like doing it on stream and be like, look how awesome I am. Because it's not that. But I think going first, like, and chat, well, by the time this goes up on YouTube, let me know in the comments what you've found at this point for what is a successful opener or for either player on this new map. Is this Kurophobia or is this, whatever the hell the other one is? You live under my basement? Press X to doubt. I have a small cave there. So, I would have thought, we talked about this the other night, but I would think snowball to the center, and I did that in my acing game. This is Kurophobia, okay. Which, as a new word for everybody, it's the irrational fear of clowns, which realistically, it's not irrational. But I would think going snowball to cap this immediately and then back off, or snowball to cap one of the, like, snowball cap something. Yes, I can run up and snowball, but I'm not going to kill it. So you'll get retaliation fireball, and then another fireball because you can just pull back. And I can't really threaten anything. Is that a good idea? I don't know. Because you could... I mean, Ando was pointing out, what about Spud? I don't think Spud's a good opener, but I think Spud is decent on this map. I guess the question is, what was the follow-up to this? I think you snowballed the next turn. Oh no, you banked. That's what it was. This was a mistake. I think my snowball should have eaten the damage here. I did do that intentionally, but I think it was wrong. Unlike Monday, there's no spa. I'm not too worried about that, though. The difference is, so, do you expect Snowball to tank 2 hits after taking damage, or only 1? Talk about what you want about Boomer, but he's really good for Pluto. He can protect the stim and not die first few turns if you go first. If you're going first, you have first act on the stim anyway, on Pluto. I know we're not talking about that map, but if you're on Pluto... you already have first access to the stim. So it's more, do you want to control it going second, I think. Also, I love Bachelor. Like, look at this dive as it's coming out of the vault. I don't think I've ever noticed that before, where it's like, psh, and just body splashing as it comes out. I mean, obviously it's supposed to have wings, right? But like that's cool. That also might be the intro for this. Nobody will know what the hell I'm talking about. It's just going to be me doing this. Which you can't really see because, like, the mask cuts everything off. But anyway. I don't know. I don't know, chat. This map is weird because I agree with DT's assessment. It's kind of like Eternal Monday, but without a spa. I mean, there's lava, too, but a different... whatever. It's slightly different, but you get the idea. It's a small map. It's also very orange. And there's no spa. As to the Snowball versus Snowball fight, so if you assume Snowball gets half health from this, the question is Snowball dying to things that it wouldn't ordinarily? So say you're like 400 health, just to make it easy. You don't die from a 1-key hit, other than like AWOL, or boom. You would die from a single cassowary. So that is different. Can't stim a jar and protect middle, also true. Because this 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. So maybe sending Snowball to the center is not worth it as player 1 because it is damaging enough. To me, I would probably take that risk and be like, all right, if they damage it, I'll just protect it until I can sacrifice it for value. For value? I was trying to say valuable gain and value, and I don't even know what I said. It was weird. I was thinking of Snowball versus Snowball interaction specifically on Monday. You see that a lot, but don't care because it's run and heal. True. Also true. But like I said, maybe it's fine if you eat the damage. It's just a matter of, because of the tight quarters on this map, it might be difficult to put Snowball in a position where it can continue to be safe until fireballs start coming back online. I don't think it'll be that bad, because it's like, okay, so you cap the center, right? Your opponent comes out and snowballs. You then go up here. They can't threaten it. I mean, I guess they could have sent a 1-key up here. But then you pull back like to here and just sit and wait. Snowball and the stim howling looks really cool. It does look like, this actually looks really sweet. I'm a powering up. That does look pretty cool. I wish I want the health bars all the time, but not right now, because I would love to screen cap this and use it as a thumbnail, but... Dog fell asleep to you? The animals are always adorable. Always adorable. But yeah, as far as openers go, I don't know. Like, what do we have options here? I wish you could pull up the vaults, or a list of all Phobies when you're looking at the games, so that you could see. I understand why you can't, because I think the way the replays work is you are technically a player when you're observing them, just you can't interact. Adorable spiders. I mean, some people love spiders. I'm not even joking. Like, some people seriously think spiders are adorable. I don't happen to be one of them. Although it's funny, and I know we're getting off topic here, But I did mention the Nerubians earlier from Warcraft, and they have, since their inception, have been one of my favorite Warcraft creatures. And I think they're really cool, and they don't weird me out at all. Even the big-ass spiders. Now, granted, it's WoW artwork, but I don't think I'd be weirded out by a spider that's the size of a bear. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would not be hanging out near it because it absolutely eats people if it's that big. Probably not even that big, and it would still eat people. But there's something about the skittering and the scuttling when they're smaller like that that is more unsettling, I think. I don't know why, but I think I do a snowball opener. I just completely blank. Well, it may not be correct to do the snowball thing. That's why I'm going through it. Those big little cute eyes. Wait, that sentence makes no sense, Taco. That sentence makes no sense. I think I know what my first 3 or so turns would be, but no spoilers need testing. Exactly, DT. This is after one game. This is after one game. I gotta really map it out with the foot. Like, can I start a practice match on any map? I can. Okay. This is because there's no timer. It'll let us see the vault, because I have difficulty. I don't know about anybody else, but like, give me a one-key phobia, and I'll name like 2 and then blank on the rest. Even though I know them all, because I just can't think of it. It's an OMG Muffin. Muffin looks serious. Like, this avatar looks stressed. Now, granted, Muffin is cannibalistic in a very strange way, but like, it looks stressed. You can see the like, on the eyes. Yeah. Anyway. So what is our opener here? So, like, Snowball can go here. Snowball can hit any of the panic points. If you go center as first, well, if you go Snowball anywhere as first, no, if you go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you go here, you're untouchable unless they, like, pop out a jar, which they're absolutely not going to do. Like, that's not happening. So, you're vertical as as first player with Snowball is safe. A higher level Grimes than 11 could body this bot? Probably. I mean, it's not hard to body this bot. So, this is a relatively safe opener, it seems like. The point is you avoid, unless your opponent does something weird, like they could send Snowball down to contest this, it's like, okay, you die? Like, I'll just fireball you and then you're dead? So, your opponent's not coming after this, is the point. You have 4 keys. The problem is until we determine what a reasonable opener for first player is, it's difficult to determine what second player should do, because that's going to drive what they have access to. So, for example, if I go Snowball to the middle here, they could collapse with Cat, pop out their own Snowball, hypothetically kill me. It's unlikely. But presumably they also wouldn't just open Cat. It would be like Cat, Cassowary like we saw, or, you know, Cat, other 2-drop, 1/1/1, something like that. I don't remember seeing a bot use an ultra rare, not counting jar, but I don't know if they can. Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember. So what if you went like 1/1/1 on this map? 1, 2, 1, 2. So you can't cap any panic points off the bat with 1/1/1, so that's not great. You're about to break win streak against viewers? What, in the async game? I don't count those unless you were going to challenge me, if that's what you mean. I've absolutely lost to viewers in async before. Like, it happens fairly frequently. That happens all the time, Onda. I'm not even joking. Sorry if that's what you meant. Not to ruin your fun. I don't think this map is great for... Well, I guess you could turret here. So, like, say you get a Stabby online here. You can cover these 2 points. So, like, turn 1... like 1-drop, 2-drop, or 1/1 and bank if you really want to. And then inch up a Stabby? Maybe? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know. The map is a weird one. It's going to take a little bit. I mean, maybe we observe some games tonight. Wait, how do I... There we go. Maybe we observe some games. Let's see if we can find, like, what are the cool kids doing on this map? You could hypothetically forego, depending on, like, queue time if I'm doing arena sort of thing, or, you know, if you're high enough in Doomsday, that sort of thing. Honey Bear going to be big here once Heart Rushing gets going? Absolutely. We talked about that when we were looking at it initially. This is probably Opticon, right? Oh, wait, here we go. 13 turns and 19 turns? So this game ended pretty quickly. Would Stabby plus Bluelian be worth it? You use it as a turn and it eats all the damage while damaging others and healing every turn? Are you saying in general or specifically for this map, Erg? Because, I mean, I've seen that. Even on, like, what's the map? The Big House? Because that's a medium-sized map, kind of, where it's possible that you could bank and get into a stalemate situation, so that way getting to the Bluelian isn't that complex, but... So we actually see exactly the opener that I was mentioning, where it's snowball into snowball. This is interesting. I guess this covers this panic point right away. In general, but for also this map. Or also for this map. I could see it working out. I don't think that's unreasonable. Or, like, I like the idea in general of just turret plus Bluelian, because it's making something... It's like leaning into the advantage of the turrets. This is... Like, why did Zaphrai give up this snowball? Like, did they not expect that to happen? There's no real way to punish this, right? 6. I mean, I guess it's possible with a jar if the jar is super high level, but this seems like a pretty safe gamble on Hyper Eat's part. This one won't... Oh, wow. Alright. That trade might be worth it anyway. Hey, Rock Swan, what's good? Maybe you forgot Snowball got damaged. It's possible. It's possible. We're seeing a lot of 3-drops just go down, and now it's triple panic point advantage. Followed up with the Spud. Alright, Onda, we'll get it after this. This kind of feels like Hyper-E got an early advantage and just never let it go. Yeah, they're solidifying the position with turrets. They have a lobber. Zaphrai kind of needed to bank and go over the top, I think, in order to actually take this game. Because once that snowball and stuff went down, it was kind of like, okay, I'm losing ground, but and matching the Phobies is not... I don't know. I don't know if I should spawn Bluelian before I need to heal something, just like as a prevention, extra HP. I should probably start doing that. I don't think Bluelian is actually... It's a great actual healer. It is kind of an HP buff, I agree, but Bluelian also obviously represents a way better threat than Clinico, you know, that sort of stuff, so. Alright, Onda, what are we doing? Get a little viewer challenge action going. Speaking of spiders, I think I just saw one skitter. Yep, there it is. He's a little guy. He's a little guy. It's important for me to put this out there that the elections in the United States are coming up at the end of this year. This could be for your local officials, your state officials, your federal officials, and it's imperative that if you are not registered, to get registered, and if you are registered, to make sure that you vote. Cast your vote, have your voice heard, and participate in democracy. It is important as a citizen of the United States to participate because, unfortunately, we live in an age and time where one of the major parties, specifically the Republican Party, is almost entirely comprised of full-blown fascists and lunatics that are hell-bent on the destruction of this country and stamping out all of the principles that it's supposed to uphold and stand for. We have to vote. It is crucial. Please. Secondly, if you have the opportunity, make sure that you are looking into charities. It could be your local food bank. It could be more international efforts, because God knows whether it's a man-made disaster or it is a natural disaster, there are people who need help, both in this country and outside of this country. It could be money, it could be time, it could be other goods. There are tons of ways that you can help out. Try and do something. It's important. Help other humans. Here we go, viewer challenge. If you want to come challenge a streamer, come by the stream, RTChompGG over on Twitch. Links for that and my Discord are in the description. Of course, likes and subscribes always do help. So this actually could break the streak. I think it will, because I know Onda has access to double yoinks, which is more like double yikes for me. Big old yikers. Gonna be bad. Because I don't really have a great way to contest that. Smother Mother? Yeah, I mean, well, it's Smother Mother, I think. So then Onda might have 3 now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm pretty sure Onda has Smother Mother as well. He's a healer that doesn't really allow you to heal something and keep it in the fight. Yes, it's a different sort of healing. That's absolutely true. That's a repeller, though. That's a repeller. I see your 3 ranger. I guess, Rock Swan. I guess. So, Chad, I was going to add, you know, like the Phobie profile, like this heart background thing? I was going to add it around me, like on the back here. I just haven't gotten around to it. Sure. You got me. People are using that one a lot. I might have to increase the cost again. We'll stage a 1 key. Problem is, this cat is going to get away basically scot-free. But yeah, Bluelian as an actual healer is a little weird, but it can absolutely extend the life of Phobies used appropriately. Nah, definitely not happy about a tractor. Not much I can do about it, but, I mean, it is what it is. It's also super sturdy, which is problematic for obvious reasons. Like, what is the answer here? Probably ends up there. I don't really like this. I think this costs me the game, honestly. I think this costs me the game. Bargle's Bank. Remains to be seen. I'm more optimistic about Zamboni than most people. I like all the new Phobies. I do need to try Zamboni more. Would you trade Graylien for an Attractor? Like, if I had Graylien, send Graylien in to get a Tractor? Yeah. I think I absolutely would. I think you do because a Tractor can get repeated value, whereas Graylien likely only does... I mean, it really only does the one swap. And a Tractor's worth the value, in my opinion. Like, odds are this Attractor gets multiple pulls off this game, because I just have no way to get at it. Realistically, it's basically invulnerable. In Leapercorn, I mean, we might as it might be a game to try it, but like, I feel like that's asking a lot at this point. We'll go with this. I feel like people underrate Graylien. It's an ultimate, okay, spend 7 keys and you're guaranteed to get a trade type of phobie. It has slightly better range, I think we were saying, than other comparable yoinks. But I don't know that it actually, like, is it meaningfully better? I don't know. I'll never understand why Bad Omens people say is OP and unbalanced. It might be, Rock Swan. I don't know that it is. It's definitely, or appears on paper to be very, very strong. It feels like on paper it's very, very strong because it turns off like completely, as in they do up on an equal level a ton of phobies all the way up to like 5 keys. Which is kind of absurd when you think about it. And even below that, if they're not completely turned off and powered down, they could just be in decent shape. You know, like you're in decent shape because you power them down to the point where they're mostly irrelevant. Yeah, I was thinking they were going to be cheaper for a few different reasons. Wrong thing. Six phobies, huh? I guess this is okay. It's not great. You're Rambo? Yeah, I know. I was debating, like, I could have put the pterodactyl back here, because I was trying to debate, do I, like, hide a flyer back there in order to try and keep something in decent shape, or, you know, as far as, like, getting booped. I don't really like my position here, honestly. So this is what I was talking about, like, I'm at an enormous disadvantage here as far as the yoink situation goes. So... I don't know how that would work. This is a very awkward spot. 907. That's not enough. I need help up here. If we go here, this gets yoinked and then annihilated by this. Break this. I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Esteban, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome. I think 3.0 and Snowball on the stim could take down a tractor. Well, yeah, both of those connected, but I feel like that's asking a lot. Like, that assumes that Onda's gonna leave everything there. It's a good thought there, Onda, with the boop. I don't know if he's still in chat. I'm gonna kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Sounds like something out of, 80s, early 90s cartoon. When they're not allowed to say the other stuff. We're up on keys, so Onda's going to have to make a push for something, but they have the ability to kind of encroach on our territory, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. You'd have to be here, and that's just not feasible. Oh, boy. So... you'd move up, you'd hit, you'd be like here, you'd be here. None of you could reach. That's like for freezies at this point. Part of me wants to go Brony, I'm not even kidding. Problem is the boops and yoinks could still cause issues for us. I might go Morty this game, chat. Just for the additional flyer, and obviously can hopefully snipe these things in the back. Well played. I mean, you could kill the murder wing. Oh, almost Exactsies. I've never seen you use or even consider Marshmallow Man before. We definitely have on stream before, Rockswan. It just doesn't come up very often. There aren't many maps where it's realistic, I don't think. Giving this up, I feel like we had to do it. We didn't have to have the murder wing there, though. Like, that was not necessary. I wanted it in position to hypothetically go on the stem, but we probably just lost it for no purpose. But they did boop, right? Yeah, they did get a boop. Still 8 keys remaining. Mostly because I just want to. Nah, that's not gonna work. This is actually kind of awkward. Oh boy. I don't really want to do this. I kind of ran out of time there. You're doing so good, I come back to see this, and what happened? We're basically in the identical position. Nothing happened, salesman. Like, my murder wing died, and that's it. You did it last time with Scritch and Snowball and Stim to take down their attractor? Exactly, yeah. We can't quite set up that play this game. Obviously, Snowball's gone, but I think Onda's got us. I don't really know, and I've run into this issue, obviously, on stream and also offline. I don't really have a good answer to multiple yoinks like this. I mean, is there a good answer? If there is, I'm not real clear on what it is. Can absolutely kill this. Oh, didn't mean to go back that far. Like, this might be worth it, but I don't have anything in position to help capitalize on this. So, like, it doesn't get me anything. Bad Sushi is the chosen one to stop the pull. I don't know about Bad Sushi, but Smiley could, hypothetically. Or one of the booms? I don't know about that. Well played. Saw the setup. Because otherwise I can kill this. I can move this up and then fly over here, and I don't think Onda can punish it, at least not with the current positioning. I know the turns in which I feel like I should have done something different. I just don't know what that something is, truthfully. Can't even go with the high five plan.
I wonder if they'll find my keys I dropped down there.
I've never heard that Lippy line before. Lippy says, I wonder if they'll find my keys that I dropped down there. I've never heard that before. Just unlock paddles mid-game. Yep, exactly. It's that easy. Yeah, we're kind of just like... I don't want to say I'm giving it up, chat, but like, I don't know what the answer is here. There's no boop that will allow you to do this. Can you do this off the bat? Oh, you can! Okay, fair. I thought these were locked on turn 1. Obviously not. Async gaming, exactly. I didn't realize how much heart damage I took. Holy crap. So this race won't even come out in our favor. That cold-blooded Finnegan play. It was pretty cool. I thought Finnegan and those were like Rambolina, etc., where they were locked on turn 1, but I forgot. I legit forgot, chat. I don't think I can win this race. I mean, we're gonna try, obviously, but I'm not super optimistic about this. I undid it too far, chat. I might not finish this turn. Okay, we managed to get it done. I think this results in more damage, hypothetically. I don't know for sure. The problem is that this opens up the way for Morty to get blasted. But really, we just have to survive this turn, I think. Down to the wire is right. Down to the wire is right. Well played. That was a good play. That was a good play. Open that up. That probably seals the game for Onda, truthfully. Probably seals the game. Because this is 1,000 plus 1,800. Oh, you have the extra attack too? Yeah, Onda's got this, because I can't deal enough damage quickly enough. They're going to obliterate the heart. Yeah, that was a really good play. That was a really good play. Yeah, that's safer. That's absolutely safer. So what if I sent Cowbell in like I was originally going to do? Does that mean anything? Probably not. What am I at? 18? 16? Oh yeah, we're dead. GG. 138 health, chat! Well played. Well played. 138 health. That's a tight game. GG. Sometimes, chat. Sometimes. Get lucky. You get lucky. No! A bra and a half moment. Well played, Onda. Rigged. Not even close. Get out of here. Get out of here, chat. That game was... That was ridiculous. That was actually ridiculous. Yo, that guy is mad. Real talk, Onda. That play on the next to last turn was huge. Cowbell's clutched that match. Yeah, you could probably say that. You could probably say that. What I was originally going to do was absolutely the weaker play. Should have taken the panic point or Rambolina, but then you don't threaten death that turn. I don't think. Unless you're saying swing Rambolina all the way back and then send Squiggles to the heart. Basically, if you gave me another turn, I think I kill you anyway. No, because then you would have collapsed on the pterodactyl. You probably killed the pterodactyl then, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, we might as well look at that last game, because that was pretty bonkers, like... Chat, I 100% thought I was losing the whole game. I'm not trolling. I'm not... No cap. This is real talk. I thought I was 100% dead this whole game. I don't know if you guys saw that. If he had enough time to move Squiggles twice, I think he would have won because he ran out of time and only moved it once. Oh, on the turn where Squiggles was summoned, you're saying? Possibly, yes. So this turn. So this was really cool. I straight up made a mistake here because I thought Finnegan and Slammerhead had a cooldown. I think I had to do it anyway, but if I take the panic point with Rambolina, she still has the pull ability, and if next turn I can try to push Pterodactyl away with Finnegan and Rambolina. So which panic point are you saying? The back panic point? Like the one I took with the cowbell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can reach it. You can reach it. Onda, I think you played really tight this game. I think you played really tight this game. Oh, we were doing regular level Phobies. I didn't even check. So I originally was going to put it here and then realize this is more damage. most likely, because otherwise you have to swing the squiggles or something back, which I guess wouldn't have been necessarily bad anyway. So, one mistake that I did make here is this should have been here, because I knew something could come out of spawn, but I didn't... Like, when I realized this, I was so close to the end of the turn that I didn't want to dick around with it. But you're right, whoever was an Urk that pointed this out, the squiggles only moved once. But you would have booped it this way anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But this was a really cool play, too. This is really well done. Obviously, if that lived, game over. Trying to take the middle panic point, Rambolina. That would have worked, too. Because then you would have been right next to it, yeah. So if you did that, I put you at 138. This obviously dies. There's a million things in range. Hole is down. You boop. Finnegan's on the stem. You boop onto here. And then you just attack. Like, move up and this dies. Yeah, I think you win then. What would have happened if you killed the attractor with Morty? I don't think I can win if I do that. So, my original plan, I think Onda realized this, because originally Onda had the attractor here, was I was going to leap and kill the attractor with the cassowary, and then that all but guaranteed, with the body block from the cowbell, that the Morty was going to live. Actually, it wouldn't. I would have had to put Morty here. Yeah, Morty would have to be here, which honestly, in retrospect, Morty should have been here anyway, probably, to remove this play possibility, the one drop. But if I could leap onto it, this is dead, Morty's here, hit twice with this, and that's it, because nothing else can reach. Well, this had a yoink, so, like, they could have, Onda could have yoinked Morty instead of, Innocuous, and that would have done it, but then Innocuous is able to connect. But if I kill this, they have another... Like, how much health are they at the end of this turn? They're at almost 3k after this turn. Your Crushmore would have lived if you killed the tractor. Also true. So if we kill this... How is it positioned? So we kill a tractor. This here. They can't boop this. This would be down. Or no, this is up, but it doesn't matter because it can't reach. This can't reach. This can't reach. They have one key left. Yeah, that probably would have been the better play. That would have definitely been the better play. Yeah, definitely a good game. A great game, Onda. That's why I wanted to... Like, it's worth looking at this. I agree with you, Urk, that I think in retrospect that would have been better. Once Onda moved the attractor out of range, I kind of ignored the idea of killing it and tunnel visioned. But that would have been the better play, and I think that would have locked it up on the spot. They'd be at 30-48 if I killed the attractor, you're saying? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Because then this is doing 1,600. Like, they're dead next turn, just between these two. Because you can't reach anything with anything else. 30-58? Okay. That's why I thought kill a tractor. Yeah, I had given up on killing the attractor because, like I said, I didn't think that... Well, honestly, I didn't think of the attractor pole play, truthfully. And I also, the real reason, chat, to be perfectly honest with you, the real reason is I thought I was losing this race just naturally. Like, I thought Onda was killing this within a turn, so I didn't really think about it. So I didn't really think this play through. Although I did have two others lined up before that, and then they got kind of screwed, so... Yeah, exactly, Onda. Like, the panic sets in at a certain point where it's like, oh, my heart is low, my turn's running out, I can't screw up, and I have to get it right on the first... I don't know if anybody else out there encounters this in Onda. You'll have to let me know if you were feeling this way. Yeah, stress, I mean, they're panic points, right? But when I get into this sort of situation, and this happens in other less tenuous battles, less stressful battles, less tight battles, that I try and find the perfect play on the first play, and the problem is that I eat up so much of my turn timer trying to think about that, because in the back of my head, or maybe in the front of my head, I'm thinking, I can't screw this up because I will not have time to undo it. So I have to get it right. But then I realize either at the end of or after I make the play, it's like, oh, I should have done this, and then I'm frantically trying to correct it. Frantically. Show us the boot play. Was it this one you're talking about or the other one? I think it was this one you're talking about. I mean, this was really good, and I did see this, but like I said, I just straight up forgot that Finnegan and Slammerhead could do this immediately. I don't think this is as good of a play as this one. I think it's this turn. This was a great play. Like, that was a great play. Honda doing challenges in real time. True story. True story. Like, that was a really strong play. And very well done. Somebody should have clipped this turn. Alright, so this is a viewer challenge game. Honda coming in here as I'm trying to heart push. This is actually against me. Somebody challenged a streamer. And Honda just ruins my day with this one. Boop. Bye offense. Well played, Honda. Well played. I gotta clip that one. I'll probably put that up. Because, like, that's a really cool play. We'll leave out the end of the game. But Honda doing challenges will cost him sometimes. I mean, only if you make bad ones. Only if you do the bad ones. I still got to do the rest of the challenges, chat, and I really need to do it soon before everybody else puts up a tutorial on these. I don't really want to do them on stream. Maybe I should take the panic point in front of Inoculus with Moffat so Inoculus can't hit Heart and Rambling. Could you have reached it? I feel like that was one space too far. Because wasn't the spider above the heart? So it would have gone 1, 2, 3. Maybe it could have made it. Challenge guys went up day 1. Well, I'll do mine soon then. I figured somebody already did it. I obviously have not done them because they're just, like, I don't really care. But it feels like easy content. Like, that's an easy video to produce. Because all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my disclaimer for content affiliate, do a brief intro, and be like, alright, here are all the challenges. And that's it. I play so much better in small maps than big maps. Big maps introduce an odd wrinkle to things. Big maps absolutely cause different and weird things to happen. The small maps, I feel, are much more... how should I put this? The small maps are much more locked in, I think. It's 60 coffee and 9,000, or 900. 9,000 would be a lot of tiers. 900 tiers? That's not bad. It's not bad. Did they give you any XP this time? Yeah, they give you some XP. I mean, it's definitely worth doing. It's just not, like, you do the challenges once and then you forget about them. Well, not forget about them, but, you know, you don't ever look at them again. Challenge rewards are kind of low. I think they can't be high, though. They can't be, because the amount of effort that you put into solving the challenge, especially when there's tutorials where hypothetically somebody could never bother solving them, somebody else solves them and you just do it. It's basically free resources. It's like free money from the government. Anybody remember those stupid-ass commercials? But seriously, they can't. And we've talked about this before, unfortunately, there's a high level of effort that has to go into creating the challenges. from the dev team perspective, I mean, like, actually making a reasonable challenge. And people solve it, and then you never do it again, because there's, like, why would you do it again? I'm sure there are people that do, but if you already know the answer, it's kind of cheating, you know what I mean? I only have good phobies using small maps. Big maps require so many phobies. I don't know if it requires a larger... Hey, salesman, giving out those community gift subs. You love to see it. DT, welcome back to the lunatic circus that is Random's Thoughts. Still got the win streak. Anda, you are, like, obsessed with this win streak. It really bothers you. But thank you, salesman. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, we'll chomp action for that one. Yeah, let's see some chomps. Let's see some bees. Let's see some emotes in chat. Get a little hype for the gift subs. But yeah, I don't know if the... Yeah, a little omp action. I don't know if the big maps necessarily require more phobies, like quantity-wise. I mean, it certainly helps. But I think the big thing with... Ooh, we got another challenge. Alright, we'll do this challenge and then I want to get some water, chat. Or should I... You know what? I'm going to get water first and then we'll do the challenge, Taco. I'm not going to go in fatigued. But I don't think that you need specific phobies. You know, not having a yoink on a large map is verging on catastrophic. Yeah, that on the game stressed me out. Stressed me out to no end. I almost kind of want to just do reviews for the rest of the night. So, Chad, we got to come up with a spooky game for Monday. Did people like Alien? Or should I do something else? Because there's a sale for Warhammer Vermintide right now. What's the max challenge the streamer per... Or what's the max challenge the streamer per stream? It's 2 per person per stream, but there is a cooldown. Five Nights at Freddy's? Oh, God. I've never actually played that. Isn't it, like, all jump scares? So, I don't know. I kind of like Alien, but I don't know if I'm really getting into the spooky for it. I don't know if I'm getting... Taco, you there? Oh, you closed out of the app. Okay. Let me know when you're back in, or I'll resend it. Maybe that'll... I'm a man of business. It seems appropriate. Seems on brand, one might say. Alright, so Mysomania, here we go. Chad, I haven't gotten around to setting up the new Fright Night either. Real life has been very busy. Five Nights at Freddy 4 has Halloween stuff? Like that one specifically? Or is it like DLC for it? I think I figured out I have to not be as close to the lights for the green screen to work properly. It seems to be working better. Because I thought if I was close to the lights, it would illuminate the green screen better, and then I could pick out shadows and things, but... I don't know, maybe because it still looks like my beard is kind of... Like, you can see through me here, like, you can see the turn timer. I'm pointing the wrong way, like... Can't get that, whatever. You get it, it's like right here. You like the gaming chair? It's okay. It's not like the best chair I've ever had. But it's a decent enough chair. I don't see a reason to give Taco a chance to poison this. You just save up to get a PC? You're giving out all them subs like you're Santa Claus. I was looking at some PC upgrades, chat, like getting a different video card or something, because then that might solve the green screen issue, if I get something with NVENC. It's a Jeeves. Oh, good God, chat. This is gonna get messy. Yeah, I guess we don't need to. I guess this is okay. Steve is gonna... Is that... That's what Jeeves' name is Steve now? It's true, Krayos. Salesman, a good man. Gift and subs. Looking out for their fellow chat. Their fellow chat compatriots. Time for funky chicken? I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that idea. Waiting to get a PC since I'm so used to console. You can still use a controller for a lot. I do that for most games, honestly, Salesman. I still use controller for a variety of games. That Steve reminds me of the one... What? A movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? I know of that movie and I know the book, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the movie. So there's got to be a trap here, right? There's almost assuredly a trap here. So there's a risk that this comes up, breaks this, and then Jeeves and Jinsteng come in and obliterate the Inoculus. That's why I'm pulling back. What? This is their final form? Oh, no. Oh, God, this thing is such a pain in the ass. You gotta do 2k damage. This is 2, 6, 10. Only about half. We can't even reach it now. There's still probably a trap here. Yeah, Gonzo Bonzo is very much a stalemate breaker for this kind of thing. You got it. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. So this is 200. 200 plus. Yeah, that probably works. Alright, so this is a little unfortunate. Oh, we can't even do what I wanted to do. Not do what I was planning to do. Is there a trap? There's not a trap. A bold move, Cotton. Buff for Zamboni, double the healing is in double the health it will lose, and double that, and keep the health loss the same, because to me it doesn't look that good for a 6-star healer. We talked about it at length the other night, but I think Zamboni has potential for go. It's just... One, the scenarios where it could be good are potentially niche, which is fine. Like, some phobies are not going to be as universally useful as others, and that's fine. The other option is that it's actually really good because you can repeat it almost every turn. And you can just keep healing and healing and healing and healing. It's also a mobile ranged undead phobie. There aren't too many of those. At least I don't think. But I don't know that it needs to be buffed right now. I think it's way too early for the verdict to be out on that yet. That's a jar. That's a murder wing. Oh no! Not like this. Wait, hold on. You have 1,300 health. You juiced. You can fly over. Game.
Oh, that will leave a mark.
This'll live. Should. Oh god, game. What are you doing to me? This does 420. This does 450. Oh, you delayed the trap a turn. Clever. At least I think you delayed the trap a turn. Because obviously the tickles was there, so the trap was not there last turn. Oh, that's good. Oh no is right. Oh no is right. Probably because I have Leshy, so it's my bias that for one more key you get a better heal. It doesn't just die to poison and disease. Yes and no, because you get, I think, a better phobie. Like, damage-wise, it's probably better. I'm not sure. I'd have to pull them up side by side. I did for the comparison when I did that video that I put out the other day, but it's... I don't know. I think it's closer. Blasto is a laser target practice, is true. To be honest, I saw that trap coming and refused to attack with Jeeves. I thought the timing was different, but this is... I mean, I've said it before. I don't like how traps work in Phobies. I really don't. Fair. It's probably a dead Hevo, chat. I don't think I can save it. I mean, I'm gonna try... Oh, this needs another turn? I thought this was gonna already tick down once, because I was gonna do this. But that doesn't free it, so that's not good enough.
By the light of the moon, I think he's a goner soon.
Oof. That's brutal, chat. Getting crapped on here. Yeah, I have Zomboni. I have Zomboni. That and Daisy were the phobies that the team gave me. Hmm. Nah, we don't want you there. I guess you can go here. That's not online next turn. I don't know about the spider invade. I think that's over aggressive. What level did they give you? They started level 3, and then I got them out of packs, like from the, like regular packs. This is probably dead. I was banking on the poison being enough. Taco wants that sub. Taco playing for the sub. I don't know, like... I mean, obviously I got blown out by the trap. I thought I was safe after the tickles, but clearly not. You were too aggressive? I don't think I was, honestly. I mean, if I think that's the correct play. It's weird, because I think it's the correct play, but I don't... Like, is it obvious that the trap was there? I don't think it was. Like, I don't think it was obviously clear that the trap was there. But, I mean, I thought my timing on the trap was off. So, you know. I don't know how I get out of this one, chat. I don't think I can. I know I've said that before, but I just... No, game. Because I can't really fight these things. Is there a 6 that matters? Guess maybe you? Maybe. Taco's probably going to break the streak. I mean, it's looking like it. I can't do the Heart Rush plan, because, I mean, it's not low enough and I don't have an angle. This is pretty bad, just because of the damage we're taking, on the Inoculus specifically. Yeah, I guess the Evo was over-aggressive, ultimately. I obviously could have played back, but it didn't... Like, I just straight up didn't see the trap coming. I got. It happens. You got an ad. Yeah, not much I can do about those, unfortunately. By not much, I mean literally nothing. They're gonna do it no matter what. Actually, I do want it there. I don't really, but... Steve's the ultimate counter to our... What? Oh, to me. I guess. I mean, honestly, I know a lot of people complain about Jeeves, but it's fine. Like, I think traps are the bigger issue in general. I've talked about it before. I don't like... So when Phobies first launched, there was a bug, according to the team. There was a bug that allowed you to see people's traps when they get played, because it would put the... Not like you don't see the trap on the board, but you'd see the cooldown go, which I think is how it should be. I mean, I think traps are fine as a mechanic overall. I think the current implementation is not good. Like, I think it's nightmarish that you can just play traps and you have no idea when they're going down. See what I mean? If you had a Graylien, that would be the deadest Jeeves ever. I mean, if I didn't sacrifice my spider, it would also be dead. Like, I shouldn't have sent in the spider. That's actually what cost me the game, more so, but that was the over-aggression part. I don't think the loss of the Hevo was that bad, honestly. It was not good, but I think I can come back from that. The sending in the spider was a mistake. Maybe I should have killed this when I had the opportunity. This is going to be awkward to try and do it now. You haven't faced Jeeves? It's tough. Like, Jeeves can be challenging, but I don't think it's necessarily any worse than any other trappers. I think all the trappers are roughly on the same level, to me, truthfully. I don't think it's a humongous difference between them, for the most part. That isn't universally true. But they're all exceptionally frustrating because of the way the trap mechanic works. And like I said, if they... Can't you AoE the wall and kill Jeeves? I don't know if it's worth it. Well, I could have... Well, I can't kill it with the AoE. This is only going to do 200, but I also was... I mean, was I in range? I was here. Was I here or was I here? No, I had to have been here. I wouldn't have made it to... Yeah. So no, I could not have done it. It's the bottom line. I mean, I guess hypothetically this and Klepto could have got it, but I feel like that's asking a lot. Doom should be the hard counter traps, but man, it sucks. Well, we watched a game, I mean, I guess it was a while ago now, where it was on a small map, It was an enormous amount of opposing... Like, our hero had a ton of traps and basically overloaded the Doom Doom. Yes, bad guy knew where all the Doom Doom, or all the traps were because of Doom Doom, but couldn't ever really advance. Even if that happens, Noxious is going to spot those two AoE. Yes, but I do have healing spas and Muffin, so, like, it's possible for me to still get out of it. Like, I wasn't going to die immediately. The problem is now I could, because this can get juiced for an AoE, so I have to be careful. How much is this? This is 300, so that's 6, 11. Is that worth it? Probably not. So you could go here. But now you can't. Guess that's fine. Doom Doom and Tickles is like Doom Doom usually leash on Tickles to walk together. No, I'm not out of one cost. I had plenty. But there's a reason I'm saving it. A reason I'm waiting. Is this enough? Ah, it is. Well played. I keep thinking this has 900 because my upgraded one has 990. I keep forgetting that it doesn't have as much health. This game is over. I'm just going to scoop it up. Rip is right. I had a small chance, because what I was going to do was basically try and get Taco to commit to something like this, and then blow up, ideally, Noxious and Jeeves, and then kind of go from there, but I don't think there's any way to do it. So GG, Taco. Well played. GG. The streak is broken. It happened, chat. Chat got me. It was going to happen eventually. It was going to happen eventually. GG. Well done, Taco. Let's see a little excitement in chat. The streamer goes down. GG. Well played. Yeah, I think if I kept the spider, I can still win it. Told you I'm the Chiefs master. I think it was fine. Like, I don't know if you were in chat. Losing the Hevo was bad, but it wasn't the end of the world. You definitely got me with the trap. Like, I didn't think the trap was there. I also thought that it was going to thaw one turn earlier. But, yeah, I thought, A, that it was going to thaw, which it obviously didn't, because I was planning on hitting it with the snowball. And when I sent in the spider, it was kind of out of frustration, because I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. I should have played it more patiently, kept the spider, and I probably was fine. I think. Because then I could set something up. But without the threat of the spider, I had, like, no threats anymore. Alright, chat, let's jump into the arena. Let's watch me lose some more games. Hey, it's Kuro again, and we're back on Mysomania. I do like this map, but I don't really have a good game plan for it. Honestly, I know DT always says that heart pushes don't work on this map, but honestly, 80% of my games come down to a heart push one way or the other. Like, an enormous amount of the games come down to a heart push. Which seems a little weird. Yeah, it's Kuro again. We'll see if we hand back the points we got from there earlier. But yeah, it doesn't seem right that this is a heart push map. It just doesn't feel right. They don't work against you? I mean, I see them way less now because I leveled up Innocuous, and Innocuous defends so well. Does this die? This should not die if it's here. Oh no, it can because of a snowball. It can because of snowball, hypothetically. I don't know what everyone else is doing. Honestly, once you're below 4K health on this map, I think you can... If your opponent is too far north, you know, like, say you're player 2. If your opponent's too far north and they have 4K health on their heart, you can absolutely rush heart. All they have to do is have the majority of their forces above the median, and you might be able to pull it off. After that, like, the games that the other 20% that are not hard pushes tend to just be nonsense. Of, like... It isn't really like the game we just saw. It's more... How do I put it? It just devolves into stupidity. Like, how many yoinks do you have, sort of thing, is what it feels like. That's why I tend to... I mean, my Hevo is leveled up, but part of the reason I lean into Hevo 3.0 so much is because people will cluster things either around the stim or other stuff, and I don't know. I don't do well on this map, is the bottom line. Like, I'm not good on this map. I like this map, but I need to do more homework to figure out what I need to do to improve. Get a little bachelor action. What? What are you talking about, Grails? So we could trade 1 keys, but I don't really want to do that yet. We don't have to. One thing I've tried on this map before is going multiple 3 rangers, and it was okay. It was not great. I don't see why people rush hard on this map. I think it's not really that hard to defend. It's actually really hard to defend, depending on what phobies you have. It can actually be super difficult to defend, because you're coming in through lava to try and fight this conga line of enemies. And it can get really messy really fast. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, truthfully. We'll wait for a second. I don't know if I really want to wait, but it feels... I never feel like it's easy to defend, truthfully. It often almost always feels like if somebody puts something up here, it's going to be up here for a while, because you can't get at a ranged unit that's here, not on the spa, but in this obstacle, very easily. Like, you have to pull something relevant back to honor it, and that means you're giving up the fight in the center. And even if it's something, or like a Jin Sting up here, is threatening enough to put a lot of pressure on your heart. I sometimes break the wall besides the keyhole and put a jar there. What, this one, like, behind the heart? You could. It depends on what's threatening you. You know, how quickly can you shoo it away? What I usually end up doing is I'll have a 3 ranger, I'll have my other forces, and then I honey bear, turn all this stuff off, and then just go in. But the problem is, if they're on this stem and can stage from there, it causes issues. I explained my tactics during the fight in chat. Did you? I don't remember saying it, but sure. I'll believe you. Alright, we'll just take this now. There's probably a trap there, I'm hoping, so that we can eat the trap. It's not the same kind of trap this time, so we're not looking at the same sort of forces as a threat. They could have trapped where the Hevo is, too. Yep. Oh, I must have missed it then, Taco. I mean, I think that game came down pretty much exclusively to the loss of the Hevo and then the Spider. Like, the 1-2 punch of those. Also, I shouldn't have had the Hevo. Like, there was no reason to put the Hevo here, for the record. Like, literally no reason. But I'm talking to chat. I'm not paying attention. So we'll end up giving back the points we got from Kuro earlier. Because I even called out that the trap was going to be here. You almost did the double freeze you. Where was the other trap? Your Hevo likes to eat traps? It happens. Honestly, I don't mind Hevo eating traps. Like, that's fine. Right next to the stem? Gotcha. The trap actually did a lot of... Well, the trap and the hit from this. It's a fairly significant amount of damage. Game? Played Jackalope because I knew something would die. I had a better backup Jackalope, so even if you used the 1 key, it was fine. I was planning on saving the 1 key as long as I could. But I realized afterwards that I didn't have Muffin anymore because I was planning on, like, Muffining to, like, bait the Noxious in, Muffin, walk to the spa. But I didn't even have the opportunity to do that. So that game was long over before I actually scooped it up. But like I said, I think the biggest thing was the Spider. Jackalope's so annoying in late game situations. Yeah, I used to do that a lot. It's fallen off for me, personally. I don't remember the last time I've used a Jackalope. Oftentimes, I feel better off going double 1-drop instead. Almost every time. Moving this here was not the correct play, because now I have to move it out of the way to make room. Absolutely should not have done this. I mean, it's fine, but... So this thing has 1, maybe 2 more traps down. Because if I send the Gravedigger in, it probably dies, right? Gravedigger almost assuredly dies. I need them to get 1 more Phobie on the board, and then we'll try and Brony. I don't really understand the purpose of that break. I mean, it gives you greater access here, but I wasn't... I guess they're assuming I'm going to stage and invade here? I don't know. Seems weird. So depending on what they do, it's probably like Brony Spider as the next 2 plays, and then hope that we can invade and put a lot of pressure on. I also put the Jackalope in range of the Inoculus so the Jackalope would heal. That's fair. There's probably a trap here, right? Because it was here. There's almost definitely a trap there. If we go down here, it'll at least draw them to the south. I don't really care that much. We do have to do this just to force them to do something. You have 6 Venus traps on a map? That's bonkers. Toy Story Monkey help? Yeah, Gonzo's really strong. Gave me PTSD with traps. I wouldn't go that far. The fake out trap, though. Yeah, with the tickles, I could have tested more. I wanted to take down the murder wing. And like I said, I didn't think there was a trap where it was, because I didn't remember... Well, basically, I just didn't think there was a trap there. That's the bottom line. That's a boss. Let's go 1-drop first. You're probably... I guess we stop game. There's an off chance that they don't kill this for reasons. The question is, will Brony live if it's in this spot? Because you can move up, hit it, move up, hit it, come through, you're fired, move up. Yeah, Brony should not live. Oh, maybe. It might. There's a chance that it lives. If we go here, it probably gets trapped and then dies. We're gonna wait for now. Oh, there was a trap here. Interesting. Okay. Honey Bear is more valuable than Brony? Why? I mean, you just want me to play Honey Bear, which I like Honey Bear, but I don't think it's good here. Like, there's maybe one more trap. I guess there's a potential for 2, because I kind of lost track. Turning off boss's fire, I'll just walk out of it, and then, like... It's the same thing. Hey, salesman, welcome back. But yeah, truthfully, like, I don't know. I don't know that Honey Bear's really a great answer to boss. I get why. And I certainly, I absolutely believe there's scenarios where it would matter. However, does it really matter most of the time? Can't you just walk out of the fire like the damage is already done sort of thing? I don't even know that this is going to be a very worthwhile Brony, truthfully. One thing I could do is just put Brony in the middle and be like, alright, you have to run through the Brony before you can get to my team, and then put everybody else down here. Some global warming gaming. I guess that constitutes boss. Maybe just use it as a scarecrow? Exactly. I don't think there's a trap on your stem. I mean, it's possible, but I don't really need to be on the stem. I did get used to mostly seeing boss on Eternal Monday, nowhere to go. I mean, that's reasonable, DT, where it's like, on a small map, 100% with you there. And honestly, on this map, I could see it too. I just don't know that, like, this scenario doesn't seem great for it. If we put it here, this can hit it, this can hit it, this can hit it. So we don't want to do that. This is going to get very, very stupid very quickly, chat. Why not heave it a heart? You mean what I did? This is always funny. I always love when people put up an obstacle and then immediately start chopping it down. Gravedigger Brony combo. I've been trying to set that up, but... Wait, what? Did they hit it with this and I missed it? I looked at chat for a second. There's no way that this... Oh, it's on the stem. No, it's still like a 2,000 point health obstacle. Yeah, how did they kill it? Whatever. I love stupid plays. It's more fun. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, boy. That's a Sparky. Yeah, if you put it up here, I can't get to it with the... Like, I can't stop both with the brony. I don't know if that's worth it, but I think it's funny. Oh, no! That's not as funny, chat. We have to win with this brony. We have to win with this brony. That Gravedigger, oh no, I shouldn't have put the obstacle there, I have to break it fast, it's true. You hate to see it. You should go Morty for the memes? I guess, it's a little late now. Yeah, you're bronied, bro. Get bronied! Yeah, you can't stay there, because I'm going to Hevo you into absolute oblivion. Got 2 more rounds of attacks. We gotta make them count, chat. Gotta make them count. That may not be worth it. It might be better just to send this thing face. Actually, we need to body block here, because otherwise boss can get to this. Epic attack animation, poof, no damage, yeah. Oh my god, there was another trap. Okay, so this might die anyway. The Inoculus might die anyway. Chad, it's a Knight of the Traps. Alright, it doesn't quite die. But we only have 1 more turn of everything being powered down. I don't know if we've done enough. Yeah, you can still cap panic points, that's true. That is a fact. Honestly, I think this disease was a waste. That's not gonna help you. Like, that does nothing. That cough sounded like you voice acted the hit. Maybe I have a secret calling. You know, honestly, I've always kind of wanted to do voice acting. I think it would be fun. But I can't do voices. I don't do different voices. It would just be my regular voice. I think they realize that this isn't poison. This is 1,000, 1,800, plus another... maybe 28. We might be able to get this, actually, this turn. Yeah, I think we can. 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits. This. The Vendy voice actor.
Anxiety's ready to claim that heart. What fear brings together, it also rips apart.
How poetic, Lippy. Ah, we didn't even need the ginseng. GG. Brony takes another one down, chat. How about that, Brony? How about that, Brony? GG. I don't know, like, basically, I bronied everything but their boss, and it's like, well, I didn't hit the Inoculus either, but the Inoculus not being able to... So what they should have done... And again, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm so good at this game. But this, I think, is what did them in. This one turn. This one weird trick. Like, all of this is fine. This is all fine. I mean, we're going back and forth. I knew I was going to go for Brony. But then... Where is it? Here. So this Inoculus can target the cassowary. So they could have had like 3,000 more health, because this thing was wailing away on the heart. Maybe more than, maybe it was only 3,000, because it would have been maybe not even 3,000. I think it only got 2 turns worth of attack, so over 2k health left. This could have just killed it. Wait, what? GG, Kuros. Yeah, Brony, the first time you see Brony, it absolutely messes with your head, because it's like, wait, how far is the range? And I don't know if you were here when I first loaded into the replay. I'm not trying, I don't like doing the whole, well, look how cool I am. But I think the one mistake you made was this Inoculus. If you just blow up my cassowary here, my offense is hosed. But you moved it onto the stim, and it wasn't enough to kill it. Because the stim is less damage than a second Inoculus attack. I mean, I ended up almost losing it because of the traps and stuff, but I think it was like an extra 1,000 damage or 1,000 and change off of the castle grade living when it shouldn't have. Some victory chocolate and peanut butter ice cream. Wait, what? Is it chocolate peanut butter ice cream, or did you, like, take chocolate and put it in peanut butter ice cream? Expired KFC chicken gaming? Well, the KFC was hanging out at the top and didn't really do anything. Didn't really do a lot. But this is the thing I was confused by. Forgo saying Luigi is so powerful he can even beat Shaggy when he's using all his power. Luigi, after grabbing you, will give you the middle finger, then 0 to death you. What the hell are you talking about, Forgo? Like, where does Luigi... Like, are we talking about multiverse? Because Luigi's not in multiverse. But Shaggy is... What? I'm super confused. You're eating dark chocolate right now? Nice. Yeah, but when is Luigi fighting Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? Or is this just like, well, who would win in a fight? Thor or Batman? I don't know what's happening right now. I'm not really sure what's happening right now. Oh, I got a ping in Discord. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one. So yeah, chat. Probably going to close up. Only got a few more minutes before my usual time. Be back tomorrow. Definitely had a lot of fun talking about this. Definitely had a lot of fun playing games. The streak is officially broken. So if you want to come beat up on the streamer, because I'm now we'll see if I continue with a losing streak. We'll see. I love it when you say, what the hell are you talking about? I mean, I'm confused. I just have to ask. I don't know. I will be back tomorrow, barring catastrophe. I don't have Spider Pole or Snowball, and I'm in Doomsday 2, and I'm getting railed on Xylo and big maps. It's going to be rough, Crimson. There's really no two ways about it. You either need to open Octonaughty / Smother Mother. Probably Octonaughty over Smother Mother, only because... it's cheaper, so it'll make it easier to squeeze into your game plan, but either one. Or is tomorrow viewer game? Probably. Well, we'll do some. Like, I did one tonight. We'll probably do at least 1 or 2 tomorrow, and then the rest will be Sunday. Or at least that's the game plan. If you guys want to see viewer game not be Sunday, then let me know. The reason I've been doing that is because I can't really play games on Sundays. Because of the weekly and seasonal rollover, people just kind of throw games in order to complete their weeklies, which is, like, it's not good for me, for the stream, I mean. Like, I'll take the wins, but it doesn't do anything from a viewership perspective or for YouTube, so it seems silly. Additionally, with the seasonal rollovers, I basically don't get to play games because I'm doing the pack opening, so... Like when the game stops working, goes game. Yeah. So I picked that up actually from another stream. The guy, the Pace 22, he streams a lot of Hunt. Well, it's mostly Sea of Thieves, but then he does Hunt. And recently he's been doing the Cycle and other shooters and MMOs and stuff. And he would always stream that, and I liked it because you can tell that I want to stream something else, but I'm holding back. Finally playing on a new map. Nice. I'll match you if you want. Well, I mean more like, I would be fine with if people challenge me on Sundays. Like, that's different. But if I want to queue up for Arena, that's just, like, shut up, Libby.
More rewards.
It just doesn't really happen. You're going to pin our frenemies game. It's a great game. It is a great game, Honda. It was a great game. But yeah, I can't really play Arena on Sundays pre-rollover because people are just throwing games. But I would be down, like, if people want to challenge me, I'm down for that. I'm not saying I don't want to play games. It's that I picked Sunday to do the review day. So, like, now it would get more complex. If people are planning on, like, you don't have to let me know ahead of time. If you want to send a challenge, that's fine. But if you know you're going to show up and challenge me on review day, give me a heads up, because then I'll try and do more reviews earlier in the weekend, so that way I don't miss the mark, kind of thing. That's how it's supposed to be, Taco. And it would be fun to do, like, Sunday Fun Day streams, like, oh, well, we're just going to talk about games, but it always mixes in. But it's just a rough rubric. There's no hard and fast rules. I'd love to challenge you on a... I mean, you can challenge me whenever. I mean, I'm closing up stream now, but like, whatever streams are fine. But I can't... Like I said, I'm not... It's not worth queuing up for Arena at least on stream. It's not worth queuing up for Arena rollover because people are just throwing games. Now with the new game plan, if I'm going to try to do 7 or 8 reviews, if you can, try and challenge me on Saturdays. Or let me know, and tomorrow I'll do more game reviews, so that way I don't... I want to make sure that we get to at least 10 a week. At least 10 a week. Yeah, I like doing the reviews. I used to mix them in, but I think I'm hoping it'll work out better. But if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know. Alright, chat. I'm going to call it. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, barring catastrophe. More Phobies action coming at you. But as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And Black Lives Matter.